So, good morning. Today we are going to Ayutthaya, the old capital of Thailand, from Bangkok. If you're at the train station, just go to the ticket desk and buy your ticket there, and don't listen to the scammers outside that's saying there are no tickets available. And this is the old train station, so via this train station you pass the new train station, but I guess it's very interesting what is standing here, to be precise. Beautiful old trains. Wow. That looks great. And from here we'll have a normal train to Ayutthaya. It takes around 1 hour and it costs around €3, which is nothing. Wow. If you have to wait, you watch the train. Just on the track here. Great. Okay, see you later. You'll see a lot of beautiful things today. Those trains are very old, by the way, and completely restored. I think they are still a leftover from the English. They are really beautiful, but you can imagine there's no climatization inside, and when it's 35 degrees, you must be happy if there's a little wind coming in, because you're burning inside. I remember from a few years ago, but the ride is fun. Absolute biggest train station I've ever seen. It has 1, 2, 3 floors of tracks. think it's a funeral going on. And there we are, a piece of Dutch history. So, even though when I'm in Thailand, welcome in the Netherlands. So, and this is the place in the Middle Ages where the Dutch arrived by boat. Probably not as modern as this place. But just imagine those big wooden ships arrived from the... Okay, something moved in the water. From the river, from the sea. It's the direction of Bangkok. And they arrived here in this place. And behind here is the old city center. And this is the old Dutch building. A little bit exotic style, but and not to tell you more, I will show you inside what kind of spices we took to Europe, and then we're gonna explore the rest of the city. If it's not gonna rain, I hope. So during the 17th century, 1636, we arrived with such ships here in Ayutthaya under the flag of the VOC, and here we took several products like ray skin, deer skins, sappanwood, rice and tin. Those are goods and products, but there is more. We took pepper, cinnamon, mace, nutmeg and cloves also to Europe. So here you see several maps of the city of Ayutthaya, and mainly this is the city as it was in the past. We're all drawing, and here we were. This is a scenery map, so from the seaside we traveled all the way to Ayutthaya. There was no Bangkok yet, and I see there is another Dutch flag over there. So we were here, and it's also called Siam, and maybe Siam is known as the chicken Siam. It's like a sauce, so it's famous and coming from this area as well. So that was a little bit of Dutch history. Now let's see the city. No, I shouldn't have been 1 second later. I'm still dry and it just broke. Unfortunately, that will cost us time because, you know, driving with such weather on a scooter is not okay. So, time for a break. We're now at the historical site of Wat Mahang Tat. This is a miniature of how it looked like in the past, because basically there's nothing left than just ruins. So let's check it out. So as you've seen on the miniature, This were the city walls in a square, and this was the inner temple side, which basically nothing left from what it was. It's not standing totally straight either, but it's from the 16th, 17th century, which is very interesting because they were building with stones, small ones, which is, compared to other temples I have seen, they're usually made with big blocks. So this is fully handmade. Very interesting. And there are loads of those ruins and temples here in this area. So this is one part. Then there's another one, another one, another one, another one. And a palace. I guess those are all parts of Buddhas and statues that were found, and stones as well. There was a big Buddha sitting there. I'm very lucky with the weather. It's dry, just rained a lot as you saw. But it's still hot, so it's fine. Ayutthaya was, I said, capital of Thailand, but in that time it was probably not Thailand but Kingdom of Siam, which stretched across another region than it is today. Where I'm walking now, here, there was the entrance, and this was the royal sermon hall. So this was not only a religious site or a holy place, but it was also a palace, and kings or whatever lived here, and they were sitting there on the throne, and that's all what's left. I think it got destroyed in 1791, but for what reason I don't know. If you're interested, ask Uncle Google. Well, it's beautiful here. This was the main building. It was way higher, somewhere there. And those were the stairs to go up. And as with many Buddha temples, there are always 3 levels. And a 4th one, which is on the top. And that's another one. This one is in a better condition. Do yourself one favor and never do this. I know the history of elephants, I know their life, how it works, how much they need to eat and rest. I've been earlier, a few years ago, in a sanctuarium where they are taken care of, but this is not okay. Don't do it, they have a very bad life. Elephants need around 120 kilos of food per day, and more than 200 liters of water. But if they are used for this tourism, imagine they don't drink anything. And in Ayutthaya, they offer you everywhere on the street that you can play with panthers. And the panthers are so calm that you're able to touch them. And why they're calm? Because they are simply injected with calming liquids. And that's also not okay, so don't ever do that. If you want to see a panther or an elephant, go at least to the zoo or to the places they live in freedom. Poor elephants. Look at the stick that the man has. That says enough. Police. Of course, in Asia, elephants were used as a method of transport, but even working on the land, like cows were doing in the past, to plow. And elephants were big, they have big feet, they can easily walk through any kind of substance or ground. But we are in 2023. We have cars, scooters, bicycles. And those animals, they have no good life, I tell you. Anyway, enough elephants. There's another very nice site in very good condition. Well, that was Ayutthaya. Very short visit because we had a lot of rain. But on my YouTube there's another video about Ayutthaya from a few years ago. And I will put the link on the end of the video. And many greetings from Ayutthaya on the way back to Bangkok. And now I'm just wondering, the Thai flag. Does it contain a Dutch flag, or Indonesian, Polish, or maybe French? Anyway, beautiful city.
Your ticket.